I'd like you to meet the DeRuiter family of Langford, because when you hear their story, it might make you appreciate your health a bit more.
My beautiful family and my friends, and got a lot to live for. I mean, just because I'm sick doesn't take away from, hopefully, my quality of life too much. And
Riker is a pretty happy little guy, sitting there with his dad, Dwayne.
Drugs.
And Dwayne seems like a pretty happy guy too, despite suffering from kidney disease for the past 20 years.
I had a staph infection apparently in the hospital that was very minor, and it turned into an autoimmune disease, which eventually killed my kidneys.
Dwayne did have a kidney transplant years ago. It worked for a bit, but then began to fail.
Just like Daddy. Rawr. Rawr.
So to stay alive, so he can do things like read to his son, Dwayne needs dialysis. For the past 4 years, 4 days a week, 4 hours a session. And he waits for the phone to ring.
You just never know when that phone call is going to come for a transplant. I mean, basically 2% of the population meet my requirements for a kidney. However, that phone call could come any day. Stranger things have happened. So I always hold out hope that that's going to happen. And other than that, it's just living day to day.
Living day to day means spending all the time he can with Riker and his wife, Chris.
You know, there's days where he comes home and like any new couple with a baby, you know, sometimes mom just wants to hand baby off at the end of the day. It's been a long day, and Dwayne's fantastic. You know, he may be exhausted or, you know, running to the washroom to be sick or whatever the case may be, but he still manages to dig deep and find the energy to sit on the floor and play.
All I want to do is come home and have a nap or sleep for a couple hours, and hopefully then I'll feel a little bit better for the rest of the day. I've had to unfortunately give up a lot of my activities. I used to curl, played hockey, and unfortunately that's just not happening anymore.
Despite everything he's been through, Dwayne isn't interested in having a pity party. He's grateful for his life and to the people who made it possible for him to still be here.
Without blood transfusions, I probably wouldn't be here right now.
All Dwayne asks is that you consider becoming an organ donor.
It's important just to, you know, sign the donor card. You can't take it with you.
So that it might be possible for him to do the things that many of us take for granted.
Being able to pay for his education, coaching his baseball teams and soccer teams, and paying for things like hockey, you know, the things our kids are going to want to do. You know, those are my worries in life for sure. So that, again, that goes back to my short-term goals of hopefully getting back to work and, you know, living life and doing everything that everybody, a young father, wants to do with his kids and his family.
In Langford, I'm Dan Kahan for The Daily.